You talk a little bit about what parts work is and why it's important?
Absolutely. So, really relating back to exactly what we were just talking about, there is no psychotherapy without parts work. It's kind of the beginning of all of it. And then the other aspect of it is that in every major religion, spiritual tradition, there is some sort of reference to there being different parts of the self. So, parts work is like probably the oldest way that humans have conceptualized themselves on like a deeper psychological or spiritual level. And so it's a really popular approach in therapy because it allows us to look at the complexities of self, that we are not all one thing. And then there are different schools of thought, and I really go into this in the book, different schools of thought that really speak to the different theories behind parts. So there's a theory of structural association, which really references the internal self-fragmentation that those of us with complex or severe trauma experience that create different parts of self. So this is someone who's experienced a more severe or dysfunctional childhood is going to get really good at cutting themselves off from the parts that need anything, have needs, and really good at leaning into the parts that can be the parent for their parent or be the adult even though they're a child. There's also inner child healing, which really looks at parts of self as different ages. Your little baby self, your kid self, your teen self. That's the one that I like using the most. And then there's ego state work, there's Jungian psychology, Freudian psychology, all talks about different parts. So it can mean a lot of different things. And it really kind of depends on both the client's understanding of themselves, but also if they're working with a therapist, how the therapist likes to conceptualize of it. So it's a very large umbrella that I think is kind of, it encompasses almost everything that we do in therapy in a way.